Alright guys, welcome to this video. I'm ranking all tanks in War Tycoon. Probably done quite a few of these so far, but we've now got the LOSAT, so a few things have changed. So I think we all know, bottom of the list is the Sherman. It's always the Sherman. As I usually say though, it's not really terrible, but you know, against some ground vehicles it can be useful, but generally it's just pretty bad. If you haven't already watched it, I've got a Sherman convoy video where there's 5 of us, and to be fair, we do decent, but that's because there's 5 of us. Got 1000 HP, goes 40 miles an hour. It's got a 75mm cannon and 2 machine guns here. It's also got the option for a gunner machine gun right here. There we go. But yeah, that doesn't make much of a difference really. But anyway, next on the list is the T-72. Now it's a bit better. The turret actually turns, which I suppose is a good thing. And it's also got a special feature where it does go down quite far. Most tanks don't have this. I think it's only some of the Russian ones which do. It goes 40 miles an hour. It's got a 125mm cannon, so this thing is really powerful. And it's also got 2 machine guns as well. Oh, yeah, and there's an option for a gunner as well, the second machine gun. Okay, it's also got a smoke screen, so if you're being targeted by anti-tank missiles, you can just do that. And then just sit in it for a bit. It's always useful. If you're a tank main, you'll know that a smoke screen is basically necessary in this game. Alright, next on the list is the ADATS. Now this is really OP, it's got a lot of firepower. Look, it's got these 8 missiles here. They can either be used as air lock-ons, or they can be used as just normal wire-guided. So in theory, you can destroy any tank with this. It's got this AA machine gun as well. It's also good against infantry, as you can see here. It's a little bit faster than the other two. It goes 45 miles an hour, but it's only got 800 HP, and that's why it's so low on the list, you see. So I suppose it's good anti-air, but it's not a good tank. Not a good tank at all. Alright, next on the list is the Leopard. This is very similar to the T-72, but just a little tiny bit better. So it goes 45 miles an hour. It's got 1400 HP. It's got a 120mm cannon. So sadly no one's in tanks around here, so I can't really show you, but you get the point. It's got this machine gun here, and I think it's got a gunner as well. Yeah, it's got a gunner. Got a nice gunner machine gun as well. It's got a smoke screen, which like I said, is useful when you're facing like anti-tank missiles. Whether it be from an Mi-28 or a Javelin, you know, still always useful. But yeah, this also comes with blowout panels, which is really useful. If you don't know what they are, it is basically when you kill the tank. Oh wait, I'll just do it for you. There we go. It does this little fire thing here. It gives you like 5 seconds to get out of the tank before it explodes. So then you can still beat him on foot. Alright, next we've got the Mouse. It's the strongest tank in the game. And I think it's the second strongest vehicle in the entire game as well. Alright, it's really slow. It goes 35 miles an hour. But it's got 2,500 HP. Like I said, second strongest vehicle in the game, only behind the AC-130. It also has the biggest cannon in the game, 128mm. I'll just show you that now. And then as well as that, you get a 75mm cannon. So if you're far away from other tanks and you can snipe them out like that, you're doing a lot of damage to them. You also get a little machine gun there at the front, but mostly ineffective. The turret turn speed is really slow. Look at this, slow as anything. We have things like a Guardian like that. I killed it instantly. That's got about 700 HP as well. The machine gun is decent at taking out infantry. Alright, next we've got the M1 Abrams. It used to be one of the best in the game, but now since new tanks have been added, it's not as good anymore. So it's got 1600 HP. It goes 45 miles an hour. It's got a 120mm cannon, which we'll test on a Mega Shield here. You know, not bad. And it has got 3 machine guns. Oh, look at this, there's a fight going on. That's third party, yeah. We'll do it only with machine guns though, let's do a little challenge. There we go, we won only with machine guns. So yeah, it's a really powerful tank, but I just think it's been outplaced by many other tanks since then. It's also got a gunner as well. So in total, you've got 3 machine guns. And just like the Leopard, it has blowout panels and also a smoke screen. And now I've got what used to be my favourite tank, the Bradley. Now this is the first, except for the ADATS, it doesn't have a main turret. Instead, it's got this 25mm explosive cannon and this machine gun. It doesn't have a co-pilot machine gun. But the main thing is these 2 wire-guided missiles we've got here. You saw them before on the ADATS. This has only got 2 of them, but these are really powerful. If you know what you're doing with them, these can actually kill an AbramsX. They're even better in anti-air though, because they do 84% to an F-35. That's about the same as what a main turret does. But that means that you can just spray 2 of them. Like say there's an F-35 there, I can just do that and hit it twice and it's dead. Also, if you land somewhere near the pilot, you've got a better chance of killing it. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention, the Bradley has 1150 HP and goes 50 miles an hour. Alright, now we've got the LOSAT. So it's got 1350 HP, which is a little bit more than the Bradley. It goes 50 miles an hour. It's got a Browning machine gun here. It doesn't have a gunner, I don't think. But more importantly, it's got 12 wide-guided missiles. Now, they do the same to tanks that the Bradley does, so it's still really OP against tanks. But the disadvantage is on planes, it doesn't do as much. So on screen now are all the planes which take more than 1 hit to kill with the wide-guided. And speaking of being underwater, this tank used to be able to go underwater, but it was just a bug and it got removed, sadly. Yeah, so it's not the best at anti-air. It's decent at anti-tank. It used to be a good submarine. And it's also got blowout panels. It's like I said, you get that extra shot once you're down. The main disadvantage though is you don't get a smoke screen. So if you're against like an Mi-28, it can easily kill you. Alright, and now we've got the PL-01. Now this will be higher on the list, but it's only got 1500 HP. It goes 50 miles an hour. It's got 120mm cannon here. And the secondary is an explosive cannon and a machine gun. So this armament is the same as an AbramsX. So in theory it should be a lot higher on the list, but the HP is really low, 1500. So yeah, if that was higher, this would be one of the best tanks in the game. It's also got blowout panels and a smoke screen. Alright, and the number 3 spot, we've got the T-14, and I missed. It's got 1800 HP, and it goes 45 miles an hour. It's got 125mm cannon and an explosive cannon as well. The only thing is the explosive cannon isn't the best at anti-air, as you can see. The machine gun would be better, but this doesn't have a machine gun, you see. That's the problem. It doesn't have blowout panels, but it does have a smoke screen. Okay, the guy's lagging a bit. But yeah, it's really good at killing other tanks, but it's just not that good at anti-air, so that's why I had to put it in the number 3 spot, and not in the number 2 spot. Alright, in second place we have the T90. So it's got 1700 HP, and it goes 40 miles an hour. It's got 125mm cannon, just like the T14, but instead of the X-Blow, it's got this machine gun here, and personally this is a lot better for anti-air. It also has, you see here, the passive. That is like a passive defense system. So basically, if an anti-tank missile comes at it, and these little red eyes at the front, I like to call them, things like javelins, they get blocked. And you also do have a smoke screen as well, if the passive doesn't get it. It doesn't have blowout panels, but obviously the passive makes up for it. And that does mean that it blocks the AbramsX's javelin missile, so that makes the fight a bit more fair. Alright, and in first place, it's pretty obvious, but the AbramsX. This has got 1900 HP, it goes 50 miles an hour, it's got 120mm cannon, it's got this explosive machine gun and regular machine gun here, and it's also got a javelin lock-on launcher. Now, I've talked about this with the T90, and this is an insane start to any tank battle. If they don't see you, you can just throw a javelin at them, and then go after them. It is really scabby, but it's also a really good way of winning tank battles. And it also comes with blowout panels and a smoke screen. So if you just watch this now, this javelin here. Oh, F. Button never works, it's annoying. Love water taking sometimes. There we go, that thing is getting destroyed. It'll be really low now, literally about a few hits and it's dead. There we go. Just shreds through anything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, you know, the usual thing. And as usual, thank you to all channel members.